All right, YouTube, Facebook, Courtney Truman Steamers, November the 9th. We just got to our second last job of the day. This is a new customer. What we're going to be doing here, guys, is some hardwood floors. And what we're doing is removing acrylic wax from the hardwood floors. I'll show you guys what we're doing, and you might can see pretty good where the customer tried to remove it. But again, just way too much to try to do. So you can see like right here, see that? That's the wax still on the floors. So anyway, guys, I'll show you what we're going to be doing around the kitchen island. DeAndre's filling up the dirt dragon. We're going to do this side first, clean it, remove the wax, and then buff the floors out. And then we're going to take the sofa and love seat, slide it this way, do all of this. It's all downstairs, like most of the jobs that we do. All of this. And got my Orbot Vibe, which we're going to scrub and agitate the acrylic wax to loosen it up off the floors, then come back with the white polishing pad and buff the floors out. Then also right here. Now we're going to have to be really careful. I just noticed this. See how those boards are coming apart? So we got to be really careful we don't get too much moisture under those boards. So we're going to be really careful when we get to that part. And we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. So, hey Miranda, one question. How did you hear about me again? On Facebook. On Facebook? Okay, cool. And you know what? After your job, I actually got to go do 2 more quotes for hardwood floors, and they both found me on Facebook. Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much. All right, guys. Go ahead and get started. Come back and show you some results. All right, guys. You can see how the Orbot Vibe, and I'm using a blue scrubbing pad, and it's cutting right through that wax. Look at that. See all that? It's all wax on the floors. Now I did bring extra scrubbing pads because these pads load up really fast with wax, and eventually they'll stop scrubbing of too much wax built up in the loaded in the pad. See that? Look at that wax. Alright guys, look at all that wax that's loaded up in that pad. So eventually it's going to stop scrubbing. So either rinse it off while it's still wet or just flip it over. But I did bring extra pads. So what I'm going to do now is let DeAndre turn on the dirt dragon. Okay. I'm going to turn it on, make sure it's dropped. I'm going to make sure the water is on. That's not right. Alright guys, now what DeAndre is doing now is sucking up all the wax. You can see it coming up. Oh my God, so much better. You can still see some of it left. So that's why I think where the pad was too loaded. So I'm going to do, while DeAndre is doing that, I'm going to go ahead and clean that off. Man, look at them floors, guys. That's how you do it. All right, guys, so we're moving our way towards this side of the room, and I just treated for the wax. You can see how that wax is coming off? Look at that. All right, so I'm going ahead and I flipped the pad because that other side was kind of loaded. So that's good that I brought two pads with me. So I flipped it. I'm going to start agitating all of this, and then DeAndre is going to come behind me and repeat the same process. God, look at these floors. Man, you will be surprised how good your floors look when you put them in the hand of Truman steamers. Let me pull this back for DeAndre. We can hit this area. And if you look really close, this is a good indication that we're getting all the wax off. You can still see the wax under the kitchen cabinets. So we're going to have to do that by hand. Probably under here too. Alright guys, this wax is coming up really good. Alright guys, these floors are coming out amazing. What we just did, just dumped our dirt dragon and refilled it with fresh water, rinsing water. But you can still see some of this wax on the floors which we haven't extracted yet. And that just shows you the difference in the part that we have cleaned. Got all this wax off, and then the part we have not cleaned, still got wax on there. So when I'm gonna let DeAndre swing over here, hit this part, and then we'll come back and touch certain areas up with hand, and then we'll come back and butt the floors out, and that will bring back the original shine to the floors. So you can kind of see right here, we haven't done any of that yet. There's wax still on the floors. None of this has been done. So, all right, DeAndre, you go ahead, bro. And this Orbot Vibe does an amazing job agitating the floors. By far the best agitation. There's no other agitation tool that can match the Orbot Vibe. Superior agitation results. Alright guys, we're down to the foyer. What I'm doing now is agitating the stripper into the floor. Help loosen it up really good. And I'm going to have DeAndre come back and extract. Is it now? Actually, this side right here was made to go against baseboards and undercap. Yep. Now you see all that wax? Watch this. Wax on, wax off. All right, guys, we are done removing all the wax. What I'm doing now is buffing out the floors with a polishing pad. What that's going to do is bring back the original shine of the floors. But look how good these floors look. All that wax is removed. Came out great. Very, very happy with the results. Alright guys, I'm going to finish buffing these floors out. Come back and show you the final results. Stay tuned. DeAndre, give me a microfiber towel. Got a little wax right here in the corner. Alright, she's back. What you think, Miranda? Yeah, you can walk on it.
Oh, wow. It looks good.
Looks good, don't it? All that wax gone. So what I'm doing now is just buffing the floors out. And that's kind of what it's going to do. Like you can see right over there, it's going to restore the natural finish in the floors. So bring out the original shine.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks really good.
Thank you. All right, Facebook, YouTube, we are done. And would you just look at these results? Amazing. The floors look almost brand new again. So again, after we clean, remove all the wax, neutralize the floors. If we're not putting down any kind of liquid finish, we always like to go over it with a buffing pad, buff it out, and you can just see the original shine to these floors. Just make the floors really pop, give the house a really nice look. And man, customers so happy. So happy. Miranda? Yeah. Can I see you for a minute? All right, guys. Here's the woman of the house. Now you remember how the floor looked before I polished it out? Look at it.
Okay. All right, there we go. It looks shiny like you got something on it.
Yeah, but I didn't put nothing on it. Just buff it out. And that's one thing about certain floors, especially engineered floors. Yeah. They have a pre-finish on it. So what we do when we buff it out, it basically restores that pre-finish on the floors. Okay. Yep.
Looks really good.
Thank you. Smells good. Yep. All right, guys. Another amazing job. I got to go do 2 estimates right now for the same service. Thank you guys again for watching. Thank you, Miranda, again for your business.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Looks great. All right, guys. See you in the next one.